Good morning, traders. Richard here doing quick Ichimoku cloud chart market review of Bitcoin. I've got the daily Ichimoku cloud up here. Nice little strong rally after rebounding from the bottom end of the cloud here. You can see how the bottom end of the cloud there became a key support zone in this rally. A little bit extended now. This rally, the upside resistance target on this one is 55,579. So every time we get a strong rally, we get some form of a reversion back to the cloud chart support zone, but we have now broken out of this kind of sideways consolidation period, so we're all set now for a rally higher, 55,579 and 56,000 there roughly. Now, where does that resistance zone comes from? Let's just zoom in, and we can see that is a cloud chart resistance level up here from back in Q1 of 2022. So we're getting close to 55,580 or 56,000 roughly. But that zone there, that old cloud chart resistance zone that used to be a support zone there within the cloud is now a new resistance zone. It's quite an old one because it is back from Q1 of 2022. But nevertheless, that's the upside target, resistance target. They could say that that one there is also another one. Cloud chart shadow support zone, cloud chart shadow. We look back to see where are the previous support and resistance zones. So those are the two upside targets for the current rally in Bitcoin. So keep that in mind. Roughly 53,260 and 55,780, 55,579 and 580 is the upside resistance targets for this current rally. But a nice cloud chart rebound from this bottom end cloud chart support zone. Quite a volatile session there. If we zoom in a little bit closer, we can see how it back and forth torture with that cloud eventually did manage to rebound from there. Ran into trouble at the top end of the cloud. You can see the standard line there. Pulled back a little bit and then continued to rally from the bottom end of the cloud. Broke past the top end of the cloud. And then the rally kept going. So now we're close to the upside resistance targets on this current rally. But so far, so good. Very strong rally. This uptrend started back here. We had weak buy signals below the cloud. Cloud cross buy signal there. Another retest to front cloud support. So there's literally 3 buy signals within that cloud chart setup there. Strong rally. And note here how the standard line of the cloud became support each time to the upside. Then a bit of a consolidation there, brief little sell signal there, and then a nice another rebound trade to the upside, testing this bottom in cloud chart for support. So far so good. Nice rebound rally from cloud chart support with the upside targets of 53 and 55,000. This top end cloud level here is a new support zone for the rest of the quarter. So as long as Bitcoin does not trade below this bottom end cloud support zone, we're still bullish from an Ichimoku cloud chart perspective. Price action above the cloud is bullish. Price action below the cloud is bearish from a Ichimoku cloud chart perspective. If we're now going to look at Bitcoin from a weekly Ichimoku cloud chart perspective to get the really big picture, we can spot that 48,953 is a resistance zone that we broke past. Will be interesting to see if Bitcoin will find support at that, let's say 49,000, 49,000. You can see how the resistance held there. Managed to rebound from 43,340, this old cloud charts resistance zone, which is now a new support zone. Broke past that there, nice strong rally, broke past that, and now we're close to the top end cloud chart resistance. So on the weekly, there's a top end cloud chart resistance zone of that zone there, 52,417. So interestingly enough, we're reaching a cluster of major resistance. Top end cloud chart on the weekly, 52,417 and 53,260, 55,579 on the daily. Also note we're a little bit extended from the top end of the cloud. Look at the distance between the price action and the cloud as well as the standard line. So there is room for a consolidation when we hit these three upside targets. Will be interesting to see if Bitcoins are going to get through or break through those resistance zones. So a bit of overhang supply in this area, but nevertheless still looking strong. We can also see this might be the start of a formation of an upward continuation pattern. So up move, pullback, up move. So that roughly brings us to the 56,000 and higher resistance zones there. So these highs there would make for an upward continuation pattern up to about back to 60 and 63,000. This move up, consolidation up. But first of all, we need to get through these 52, 53, and 55 upside resistance zones before we get to the next targets. But from a weekly Ichimoku cloud chart perspective, we had a fantastic buy signal back here quite some time ago. Then it crossed the bottom end cloud chart resistance, digged into the cloud, pulled back after the top end cloud chart resistance, then managed to break past then, and that's when Bitcoin entered bullish territory on the weekly Ichimoku cloud, when the price action crossed the top end of the cloud, and price action is now still bullish until otherwise in terms of the Ichimoku cloud. So nice strong rally on our hands. Note the standard line will eventually catch up and maybe form support there at 48,953. The turning line, that one, and sorry, the standard line should catch up with support at 43,340 is the standard line support, and then the next target for that support would be 48,953. So this standard line is expected to then move higher and provide support for Bitcoin in the current rally. But so far so good. Nice move after crossing the bottom in cloud chart resistance zone to the upside. If we look at it from a intraday 4-hour time frame, just give a little bit more information. You can see there we had this huge cloud cross here. There was a buy signal there, cloud cross buy signal, and then strong move, bullish territory on the 4-hour. Changed the outlook on the 26th of January, went into bullish territory beginning of the year, so that was a nice swing trade there. Found support at the top in the cloud, lots of water torture back and forth between the top in cloud chart support zone, and then we had a breakout out of that range cloud chart buy signal within that rebound. And there was also stochastics and MACD buy signal soon around that zone. Strong move higher. And note how the turning line came into support, and then that first pullback to the standard line. You need to be very quick to swing trade those on the intraday charts. But nevertheless, that's the support zone now for this current rally. Any consolidation after hitting the upside targets here would mean that the turning line of the cloud will catch up, and then the standard line of the cloud would catch up for support zones. But so far so good. Very strong rally on the 4-hour as well. Back in bullish territory back here on the 4-hour. Price action above the cloud is bullish, and price action below the cloud is bearish. But so far so good. Nice strong rally, in need of a consolidation after hitting these upside cloud chart targets. If we now take our analysis one step further, we incorporate the Fulgent AI engine that's been trained on looking for high probability trade setups on Bitcoin. We've got a couple of swing trade buy signal. There's a quick move trade there. Works very well together with the clouds. Quick move there to the downside, but wouldn't necessarily short anything in above the cloud, so we kind of ignore the sell signals there. But we had a nice quick swing trade there, captured that move when it became too extended, and a nice rebound there, even though you would have been tested with this, your trailing stop would have been tested there with the support test there at that point in time. But so far so good. A couple of nice trades, swing trades on the swing trade there, quick move there. Nice swing trade there, coincides very well with the cloud support zones there, and then a rally there to the upside. If we go back, volatility breakout there, nice move, captured that entire move using the AI. You combine it with cloud charts, so you get the signal, and then you take comfort in the fact that it's crossing the cloud to the upside, so there's more gains to come. That swing trade there, you would be cautious with this cloud support test there. but it's still not stopped out there because that's a key support zone that we ultimately rebounded from on there. So you can see the AI is also identifying quite a lot of nice swing trades on Bitcoin using the artificial intelligence, and if you combine that with your cloud chart analysis, you can capture some really good swing trades as it rebounds from cloud support levels. Let's take a look at the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud here. Let's refresh that one. Takes a second or two for the AI to come through. Yeah, you can see there was a beautiful swing trade there, and you took that trade. Would be feeling slightly counter trend because we are trading below the cloud, so that's ultimately bearish. But then we got a cloud chart, a weak buy signal below the cloud. We got a cloud cross there, broke through the cloud chart resistance, so we now had two trades, a swing trade as well as the cloud chart trade, and then the third one when it rebounds from the top end of the cloud there. And then you can see we had a nice move. So that swing trade is in from roughly about 39,000 all the way to 52 on that AI swing trade as well. Let's take a look at the swing trade there. You ultimately got stopped out when it crossed below the cloud there. Couple of nice swing trade there. You see the AI is generating some really good swing trades, and using those in combination with the clouds will keep you on the right side of the trend. But so far, fantastic swing trade there to the upside using artificial intelligence and Ichimoku cloud chart analysis. But back to the main chart, if we just go back to the icon platform, just to recap, we're looking at the 4-hour one here. Upside resistance targets is 52, 53 and 55. And if we go back to the daily chart, just to zoom out there, just watch out for any kind of consolidation in and around these targets, because we've reached these are critical resistance targets from an Ichimoku cloud chart perspective. But so far so good. Fantastic rebound rally from the bottom end of the cloud, and now we're looking for a rally. When it becomes too extended from the cloud, we'll be taking some profits off the table and then wait for the swing back to the top end of the cloud there, and then a continuation of the trend. But so far so good, using both Ichimoku cloud chart and artificial intelligence to generate signals on Bitcoin. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading. Bye for now.